We are back for the 2022-2023 NFL season. Our Bills are the favorites. Everything is going crazy, and it's just the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hashtag Sports, and welcome to week one of my razor sharp picks. Every week, picking games both straight up and against the spread. Again, guys, thank you for joining me. My name is Joe. If you're new to this channel, lots of exciting things going on. Not only do I give you my razor sharp picks every Wednesday, also giving you live play-by-play and reaction to every single Buffalo Bills game this season. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video and leave a comment. What are your picks? What are your predictions, especially here week one? A lot of times week one we have a little tricky things, some tricky things happening, some things we might not expect. What do you see happening at the end of week one that no one expected? Let me know in the comment section. Not only do you have me, you obviously have Paul and Mario here on Hashtag Sports as well, giving you their feedback, going live after every single game for the post-game report. They do a great job. So again, hit that subscribe button. We want to thank Mr. Rogers Homes for sponsoring Hashtag Sports, sponsoring videos like this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But let's get right into my razor sharp picks. Week one is here. We are excited. And not only are we excited, our Buffalo Bills are leading things off, right? Thursday night, tomorrow night, the Buffalo Bills go into LA, play against the defending, defending, I forget how it actually goes, but Super Bowl champions going into their home. And let's see if the Buffalo Bills could start this thing off right? Remember last year we came in with a lot of hype, lose to the Steelers at home. That stung a little bit and kind of got us reeling a little bit. Hopefully this season we get off to a better start. So that's where we're going to start things off. The Buffalo Bills against the Rams. And the Rams find themselves in a different spot than they normally would. The reigning defending Super Bowl champions are actually underdogs at home to start off the season. 2.5-point underdogs. Guys, I am filming this on Tuesday night, so maybe spreads will change a little bit, but I'm going to stick with the spreads that I have. But the Rams, 2.5-point underdogs against our Buffalo Bills. And listen, I'm going to be cheering hard for our Buffalo Bills to win this game, right? And I'll be live, giving you live reaction and play-by-play to this game. But there are some stats that are going against the Buffalo Bills. All right, since 2004, since the NFL has started the whole Super Bowl team from the previous season hosting the first game, there have been 17 games of that kind, and 15 of them have been won by the home team. The away team has a hard time winning. And for those of you who think, oh, well, the NFL is rigged, well, here might be a reason to believe that, okay? The Super Bowl champions have won 15 of 17 of these type of games leading into the season. And it's not like the NFL schedules scrubs to go into play the Super Bowl, the reigning Super Bowl champions. But the NFL wants that feel-good start to open up the season, right? You raise the banner in LA in this instance. You get the rings. Everyone's celebrating. Everyone's having a good time. You're at home. Not only that, for the Buffalo Bills, no Trey White. Isaiah McKenzie a little banged up. He looks like he will be a full go. Matthew Stafford, that elbow issue. How is he going to be coming into the season? A lot of questions, but there's one thing you can't question. That's Cooper Kupp. What he did last year, phenomenal. Now, will he repeat that this year? I don't know. But I do believe that the Rams come in as 2.5-point underdogs at home and feel insulted a little bit. Wouldn't you be insulted? I'd be insulted. They feel insulted a little bit. They want to prove that they're still the top team. They want to prove that they're still the team to beat in the NFL. I think the Rams come out, and what would be considered an upset since they're underdogs, the Rams beat the Buffalo Bills, and the Rams also obviously then beat the spread. Listen, Bills, new offensive coordinator. Shouldn't make that big of a difference overall, but maybe get off to a slow start this game. Listen, these are two phenomenal teams. I know there are some people who are saying that the first game of the season is going to be the same as the last game of the season. It's very possible. These are two great teams here. But give me the Rams to win this game. Give me the Rams to beat a 2.5-point spread. Then we move on to Sunday. And guys, Sunday slate of games, pretty intense. You have 6 divisional matchups, 9 1 o'clock games, and then you have 4 4 o'clock games before you get that Sunday night football game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys, the 2 teams that led off the season last year, playing again under the lights Sunday night football. But we're going to start with the Eagles at the Detroit Lions. And I look at the Philadelphia Eagles a lot like I looked at the Buffalo Bills last year, except for with the Buffalo Bills, you have some more rose-colored glasses, whatever they call them, because I am a Bills fan. The Eagles have all this hype, right? Jalen Hurts looking to come into his own his 3rd season. They got Brown from Tennessee, so they got a deep threat at wide receiver, great offensive line, a lot of things looking good for the Philadelphia Eagles. You got the Detroit Lions. They were on Hard Knocks, right? You saw what they were doing. You think that the coaching staff has the Detroit Lions moving in the right direction. That's very possible. You know, I compare this game a lot to the Buffalo Bills Pittsburgh Steelers game last season. The Steelers, a team kind of on the outside looking in, have that veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. Sure, Goff is not a Ben Roethlisberger type quarterback, but Goff has some wins. He's been to a Super Bowl. He knows how to get the job done under his belt. In this instance, Detroit's home. Detroit 4-point underdogs in this game. How does Jalen Hurts, how do the Philadelphia Eagles handle that pressure? I just don't know. I think the Eagles win the NFC East. I think the Eagles will have a good season, but I think this is a stumbling block early in the season. This is kind of that reality check that maybe they need, that the hype, although real for this Eagles team, maybe not warranted yet, right? Give me the Lions to pull off the upset against the Philadelphia Eagles. Give me the Lions to beat the spread. That means I have 2 games, 2 upsets. Let's see if this keeps going. Probably won't keep going when I give you my 3rd game here. The Indianapolis Colts on the road against the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans really rebuilding here, guys. This is all about rebuilding for the Houston Texans. I kind of feel bad for this team. They're only going to have a few wins this season. I don't know when those are coming, but you know they're going to get some wins. Every team does. They get 2, 3, 4 wins in the season, but it's not going to start the season that way. The Texans, 7-point underdogs in this game at home, and some people might think that's a lot, but the Texans just don't have the guns. They just don't have the horsepower to hang with a team like the Indianapolis Colts, a Colts team that has Matt Ryan now as their quarterback, a Colts team still with Jonathan Taylor, probably the best running back in the game as the running back, a good offensive line, a good defense. Give me the Colts to win this game. Give me the Colts to cover that 7-point spread. Going on to Carolina, where the Carolina Panthers now with Baker Mayfield play up against Baker Mayfield's old team in the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, obviously, they have a stud quarterback in Deshaun Watson, but he will not be playing for the first 11 weeks of the season, and maybe more than that. Who knows what's going to happen in these next 11 weeks? Listen, I wish everyone nothing but the best in that situation. You know, whoever got hurt in that situation, you know, my thoughts go out to you, and I don't know what's fair, what's right. That's not my judgment call, but here's what I know. Deshaun Watson ain't going to be the quarterback of the Browns week 1. In fact, he will not be the quarterback of the Browns till they play the Texans the second half of the season. Panthers, however, only 2-point favorites at home. I don't know why that is. I'm trying to figure that out. I think that Brissett will be the starter for the Cleveland Browns in this game, and he has some starting experience. But you look at Baker Mayfield, you look at some of these weapons for the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, you got Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore. I think this is a very good Carolina Panthers team in this situation at home. Give me the Panthers to win this game. Give me Panthers to cover that 2-point spread. Then we move on to a game against 2 young quarterbacks. Quarterbacks coming out this same year, 2 years ago. You got Trey Lance and Justin Fields. The 49ers go to Chicago to play the Bears. The Chicago Bears, 7-point underdogs in this game at home. I like the Bears to cover the spread in this matchup. I think Justin Fields showed some things last season, and I think that he has some room for improvement, but I think he starts that road to improvement this year, and it starts week 1. I think we see some good things out of Justin Fields in this game, but this 49ers defense is just too good, right? Very good defense. Obviously, what Trey Lance does under center going to be watched. by 49ers fans all over the place. If he does not play up to par, they're going to be yelling. They're going to be screaming to bring Jimmy G back into the game for the 49ers. Shannon said that this is Trey Lance's job, but how long does that? We've heard coaches say it before. How long does that last? If the 49ers start to slip a little bit, if the 49ers lose this matchup to the Bears, where they are clear favorites, what happens then? But for now, we know it is Trey Lance's job. And I think Trey Lance does a decent job. I think he struggles a little bit early on in this game, but same thing can be said about Justin Fields, right? Again, two young quarterbacks trying to get a feel for the offense, trying to make sure they get off on the right foot. Give me the 49ers to win this game. Give me the Bears to cover that 7-point spread. Then go on to Washington, where it's the first year for the Washington Commanders, led by Carson Wentz, going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars, young quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. The Jaguars, they're beginning to turn things around. I personally feel that they're beginning to turn things around. The Commanders, to me, are still a hot mess. I think Rivera is an overrated head coach. Let me know if you disagree in the comment section. But I just think that the Jaguars, with Doug Peterson now, the guy who benched Carson Wentz for Foles after Wentz got back from his injury, I think the Jaguars pull this one out. I like Doug Peterson in this offense. I like what Trevor Lawrence showed last season. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road to pull off that upset. Give me the Jaguars to win this one as 2.5-point dogs. Give me the Jaguars to beat that 2.5-point spread. And as Bills fans, this next game is of huge interest to us as the New England Patriots play against the Miami Dolphins. Like I said, 6 divisional matchups this week in the NFL. So a huge week in the NFL. And one of those big divisional matchups right here is the Dolphins are 3.5-point favorites against the New England Patriots. The Dolphins looking good. Tua looking better. I think that this Dolphins team might be on the cusp of playoffs come the end of the 2022-2023 NFL season, maybe just getting in or just on the outside looking in. The Dolphins, like I said, 3.5-point favorites. I like the Dolphins to win this game, but you can never count the Patriots with that defense, right? Now, they're going to struggle on offense, and that's why I think they lose this game. Mac Jones just is not the quarterback who can get this done, in my opinion. But I think they keep it close. Divisional game, the Patriots like to keep things close, but they always struggle down in Miami. The Dolphins win this game, but the Patriots cover that 3.5-point spread. Going to the defending AFC champions, right? The Cincinnati Bengals represent the AFC well in the Super Bowl last season, losing to the Rams by 3 points late in that game. Going against a division rival again, one of those 6 divisional matchups this weekend. Going against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers just announcing who their quarterback's going to be. Buffalo Bills backup, right? Buffalo Bills backup, now the starter in Pittsburgh. The Steelers, 6.5-point underdogs. That defense with TJ Watt. I just think that defense is too good to be giving up 6.5 points here. Giving the Bengals to win this game at home in a close one, though. I think it's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a little bit of a dogfight, you know what I'm saying? The Bengals win this game. The Steelers cover that 6.5-point spread. They move on to the New York, New Jersey Jets. The Jets, 7-point underdogs as they go up against the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson trying to do what he does, come back to form a little bit, right? MVP season, few seasons ago. Last year, you had a plethora of injuries, including Lamar Jackson at times for the Baltimore Ravens. They're looking to get back into that form of contending for the AFC North, and I think they do a good job of that this season. The Ravens win this game. I don't think the Jets with Joe Flacco, remember, their quarterback got hurt earlier this preseason. Their starting quarterback got hurt earlier this preseason. He can spend some more time with his teammates' moms or with other teams' moms. I don't know how that works, but that's his thing to discuss and to figure out. So Joe Flacco going up against this old team just doesn't really have it anymore. I don't know if he ever did have it, but he was a winning quarterback at one point. I just don't think that point is now anymore. Give me the Ravens to win this game. Give me the Ravens to cover that 7-point spread. The Falcons are at home. The Atlanta Falcons going Marcus Mariota as quarterback. That's right. I said it. The number 2 overall pick about what seems like a decade ago now. But who is the number 1 overall pick? Jameis Winston. And he's the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints as the Saints go into Atlanta, 5.5-point favorites to play the Atlanta Falcons. I think that the Saints have been sneaky good this offseason. I think the Saints have some really good depth. I think the Saints might contend with Tampa Bay for that NFC South crown. I think Tampa Bay pulls it out overall, but the Saints might be sneaky good. You got Michael Thomas coming back. Hopefully he's fully healthy and can stay fully healthy for a whole season. I think that Jameis Winston can not only hold his own, but be really good in this type of offense. Give me the Saints to win this game. Give me the Saints to cover a 5.5-point spread. These two teams always tend to keep it close. So I wouldn't be surprised if Falcons pull out, hold it close and cover the spread. But give me the Saints to win. Saints cover that 5.5-point spread. Moving on to the evening games, afternoon/evening games in the NFL. Like I said, 4:25 games in the NFL. I got the Chiefs, Cardinals, Giants, Titans, Packers, Vikings, Ravens, and Chargers. You have two divisional matchups in the 4:25 games. I think all four of these matchups can have the potential to be really good. I think people are sleeping on the Giants, and obviously it all depends on Daniel Jones. And I don't think Daniel Jones will prove that he's good enough to be a starting NFL quarterback. I think that he's struggled a lot over the past few seasons. I don't think those struggles get any better. But the Giants sneakily have made some moves. Saquon Barkley's healthy. Let's see if he can stay healthy. I think the Giants might be competitive this season, more competitive than what some people think they will be. But first, we have the Chiefs going into Arizona, playing against the Arizona Cardinals. You look at the Arizona Cardinals, not the same Cardinals of last season. No D-Hop, suspended for a little bit. They got rid of their other Christian Kirk. He's now gone. Chandler on defense, gone. So this Cardinals team definitely going to look a little different. However, 6-point underdogs at home. Not sure if I like that number. The Chiefs, we all know about the Chiefs. No Hill anymore, but you have Kelsey. You have Patrick Mahomes. The defense is, sometimes struggles early on in the season, but normally come together come the playoffs. I like the Chiefs to win this game. I think Murray keeps it close, right? At home, I think Murray finds a way to keep this one close. The Cardinals normally play really well at the beginning of a season. It's towards the end of the season where they falter. Give me the Chiefs to win this game, but give me the Cardinals to cover a 6-point spread. The game I talked about a little bit already, the Titans at home going against the New Jersey Giants. The Titans 5.5-point favorites in this game. And let's just be honest, I think this Titans team will just be too much for the Giants. Derrick Henry will just run down their throats. I think they play a hold the ball style type game where they're going to control time possession. I think that's going to be the Titans' MO for a majority of this season. Give the ball to Derrick Henry. Listen, Derrick Henry missed significant time last season. Still a top 10 running backs in yards. So I think that says a lot about Derrick Henry. Obviously now, you think about like running backs who have tired legs because of all the carries they got the season before. Well, he was injured a lot last season, so he might not have those tired legs to begin this season. The Titans win this game, but like I said, I think the Giants can be sneaky competitive this year. Give me the Titans to win. Give me the Giants to cover 5.5 points. Going to Minnesota, another huge divisional matchup as the Minnesota Vikings go against the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers coming off back-to-back MVP seasons. Can he do a three-peat? Something that's only been done one other time in NFL history, and that was Brett Favre, the guy who Aaron Rodgers replaced in Green Bay. The Vikings, this offense is no joke. You got Kirk Cousins, you got Jefferson, you still got Thielen, you got Dalvin Cook healthy again. This offense could be a threat to the Green Bay Packers. These two teams might be fighting for that NFC North crown towards the end of the season. So this game really going to matter when maybe it comes to tiebreakers later on. That's one thing I love about the NFL, guys. The NFL, every single game matters, whether it be for tiebreakers, whether it be for division. Every single game matters. Give me the Vikings to win this game. And what many would call an upset, but again, they're at home, 2.5-point dogs. Give me the Vikings to win this game. Give me the Vikings to beat that 2-point spread. Then you go on to LA again. We were in LA for the Rams game on Thursday. We're going to be in LA again on Sunday for the game between the Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders coming in after getting that wide receiver out of Pittsburgh. You have the Chargers coming in. They got some great help on defense. They have some big time weapons on offense still. I really like this Chargers team. I think this Chargers team started off really well last season, and I think they're going to start off really well again this season. Even the Chargers to win this game. Adams was the wide receiver for the Raiders, whose name, for some reason, I just forgot because he's only the best wide receiver in the NFL, so why not figure him out? Give me the Raiders to cover the 3.5-point spread, though. I expect like a 3-point game. Again, huge divisional matchup. I expect to stay close most of the way. That brings us to Sunday Night Football. To everyone's favorite quarterback, especially Bills fans, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go up against Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This game in Dallas, unlike last season, these two teams played to start the season in Tampa Bay, as Tampa Bay had won the Super Bowl this year previously. The Buccaneers, 2.5-point favorites in this game. Buccaneers win a 2-point game last year with the Dallas Cowboys. However, they pulled it out. I think the Buccaneers to win this game. And to be honest, I think the Buccaneers to win this by more than 2.5. You think about the Dallas Cowboys defense last season. Can they repeat what they did in turnovers last year? I just don't see that happening. That's really hard to duplicate if you are a defensive team like the Cowboys. You look at this Buccaneers team, still really good. New head coach, Arians retired, but I think they still got that Tom Brady guy who's been through a lot in his career and knows how to get the job done. I think this is going to be a very exciting, very competitive, a great first Sunday Night Football game. But give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to cover that 2.5-point spread. And then it's on to Monday Night Football, the opening Monday Night Football game of the year. It's going to be a doozy, even though I don't think it's going to be close. However, you look at Russell Wilson going back to Seattle to play the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson traded earlier this offseason to go to Denver. Now he's going up against his old team, the Seattle Seahawks. What a great way for him to start the season. Maybe a little bit of a revenge game here for him. The spread 6.5. I think this is easily a double-digit game. Honestly, I do. I look at this game and I say the Seahawks defense still might be half decent, but this offense just isn't what it used to be, right? This offense just doesn't have the manpower to get the job done, especially against a pretty good Denver Broncos defense on the other side. I like the Broncos offense better than the Seahawks defense. I like the Broncos defense better than the Seahawks offense. That is a recipe for a Broncos victory, and a Broncos victory by a pretty good margin, in my opinion. The first Monday Night Football game, give me the Broncos to win it, and give me the Broncos to cover that 6.5-point spread. Gonna be fun to watch the first Monday Night Football game, but that second Monday Night Football game, I know Bills fans, that's one that we're really looking forward to. And I'll tell you all about it next week. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me on the first edition of Razor Sharp Picks. Don't forget to go to ESPN.com. Go to Pigskin Pick'em. I'm challenging you all. You have a chance to win some free Buffalo Bills stuff. So go to ESPN.com, go to Pigskin Pick'em, search #sports, and then see if you can beat me, Joe Sharp, and my Razor Sharp picks. Those are my Razor Sharp picks for this week. I'll see you on Thursday for the opening game of the season as our Buffalo Bills go up against the reigning defending Super Bowl champion LA Rams. I look forward to seeing it then. I look forward to a great season with all of you. Again, hit subscribe, like, comment. Let me know who you think's winning and who you think's losing this week. Let me know how much you hate me for picking against our Bills in the opening week. That's fine. It's all love. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.